First, you want to cream your sugar and your butter together. And when I say cream, that means to mix the sugar and butter together until it's nice and light and fluffy. And you do this to make sure that your bread or your cakes or whatever you're baking that requires you to cream butter and sugar together is going to come out with a nice texture. It's going to be soft, it's going to be moist, and it's going to be really tender. So you want to add some of your flavorings, and we're going to be using pure vanilla here, and you want to add 1 tablespoon, and then you mix it all together. And as you can see, I have my wire whisk, and it makes mixing this stuff up so much easier. Now you want to add your eggs, and you want to add your eggs one at a time and mix them very, very well together before you add the next one. So crack open your eggs and add them in one at a time, and you whisk together until they're nice and incorporated. As you can see, once you mix the eggs in, it changes the consistency of your mix and it looks different. But now we're going to take our bananas, and I have a little gadget called a Ninja, and it basically chops up anything that you put into it. I make smoothies with it regularly, but we're going to put our bananas into the Ninja, and we're going to pulse them until they become nice and chopped up. It almost looks like a liquid. And now we add our bananas into our egg, butter, and sugar mix, and we're going to mix it together again with the wire whisk very, very nicely until it's fully incorporated. Now you add in all your dry ingredients, which is your flour, your baking powder, and your baking soda. And now I'm not using a wire whisk. You can see that I'm using a rubber spatula, and we're using this because we don't want to over mix our batter or our dough. We just want to mix it until it's combined fully. The rubber spatula allows us to mix everything neatly and evenly. So after we finish mixing everything together with our rubber spatula, we then get our loaf pan, and we spray our loaf pan down, or we butter it or oil it, whatever you decide to do. And you make sure that you get all sides of your pan so that your bread will not stick. And when it's done, it's easy to be transferred from the loaf pan onto your serving dish. So we're going to spray it down, and now we're going to add our batter into our loaf pan. And you want to make sure that you get everything out of the bowl, and you tap your bowl and you get everything out. And once you have everything into your loaf pan, you want to make sure that you spread it evenly so that it bakes up evenly. After you finish making sure that it's evenly distributed into your loaf pan, you place it on the top rack in your oven, and you cook it for about 55 minutes until it's golden brown.